What is up, guys? It's Ian from the PI Podcast here. We're going to be talking some Madden. Madden 23 set to come out in August, and quite frankly, there's some things that Madden should do this year that I think they've failed to do in the past. I'm personally, I play MUT, I play head-to-head, I play franchise, I play I literally play everything on Madden. Some of the things that I think that they really need to get right, I think they've taken a step in the direction to get them right. Like, I think the skill-based passing and all that was something that needed to be added. The tackling needed adjustments. The movement needed adjustments. Animations needed adjustments. But I really want to focus on franchise for a second, because franchise has been definitely the most not complete mode. Something I would love to see Madden do is computer first round picks, like move around. I would love to see teams move up and down the draft board during the draft, just like it happened this year, just like it happens every year. It would be really cool to see them maybe do a draft board or a mock draft, so to speak. So whoever is rumored to take what pick, you can see what their needs are before they're even up, so that way you know when to skip. So like in this year's draft, obviously Trayvon Walker went first, Aiden Hutchinson went second, but let's just say the Ravens really wanted Aiden Hutchinson and the Jags were cool with dropping out and not getting any edge rusher. I would love to see the Ravens be able to package a deal with the Jags, the computer do this, and it'd be fair, and jump up to get Aiden Hutchinson. I think that would be really awesome, especially in like quarterback drafts. Another thing that I think would be really cool for them to add is realistic head coaches and defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators. I know they have the head coaches right, but there's a lot of coordinators in this game that are not correct every year. When you go to hire or fire your coordinators and staff and GM and all that, they're never the right names. They're never actual GMs and offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators listed. I think that would be really cool to add, in my opinion. I think they should also bring back trade demands and holdouts from players. Obviously, this offseason proved that it's an important part. I mean, Debo's threatening to sit. Kyler Murray's threatening to sit. Lamar is not threatening to sit, but you could see why he would. It would also be cool to have more contract options. I know they adjusted the contract options this year, but I think they should add contract options to front load or back load the contract to be team friendly, or reconstructions in that matter or whatever. I think the GM experience needs a huge overhaul. I really think that would be really nice, especially for franchise mode. Like when you're doing online franchise with friends, like 32-man league and stuff, I think being able to restructure your contracts to be cap friendly would be awesome. I also would like to see the draft process a little more in depth. It would be cool to actually it would be even okay if you simulated interviews and stuff, but to actually meet with the draft recruits and then it give you whether they're a good scheme fit right then and there. I think that would be really, really awesome to see, because that's what happens in real life. There's a lot of ways they could improve this game to really make it better. And I would be okay with a 100 gigabyte download game if they had stuff like this. I think they should have team creating for franchise mode, where you create a team, put them in a division, create a stadium would be cool. That way you could relocate current franchises. Let's just say, like as a Jaguars fan, you wanted to relocate them to somewhere with a bigger market. I think it would be awesome to have more options. And then where players can have no trade clauses and stuff in their contracts. There's a lot of things that they could do to be better, in my opinion. Like tags and free agency in general is more along the lines of what I'm looking for. However, the gameplay does look really good. I like that they added motivations for players to sign. You can't just sign anybody this year. That's realistic. And I think if they added some more things to their realism, would be even better for the game and the franchise in general. And yeah, I really think that's like really what I want most out of Madden 23. And it would also be cool to see some draft picks higher overall, because they typically don't get over like a 79, I think. They could be different this year. I haven't played much of Madden 23 to know, but I mean, there's times when you get a college player and they're 79 overall, but yet they're better than half the players in the league. You know, like a Jamar Chase, for instance. He should have been 85, 86, 87 coming into the league. Same with like this year's Aiden Hutchinson should be a little higher than 78 or whatever he's going to come into. Mac Jones should have been a little higher than in the 70s. I don't know. I think it could be more realistic. I know we don't know how they're going to be, and I understand keeping the rookies at a lower overall because you don't know how they're going to be, but it would be awesome to see. And with that being said, that is all I have to say. I think this game so far has done some strides at improving it. And obviously it tries its best to get better every year, but Madden has not been my favorite game recently. It's been too animation based, and I'm hoping with the new changes they made to the field sense and stuff that it won't be as animation based. But with that being said, Madden 23 is coming out soon. We'll be playing it here on the PI podcast, and we look forward to seeing you guys in those streams. See you later.
Thank you for watching the PI podcast. Make sure you subscribe and tune in next time so you don't miss the latest news in the NFL world. You can also follow us on TikTok at PI Podcast and on Twitter at PI Podcasters. Until next time.